Hey guys, what's going on? This is Snamcraft and welcome to yet another series of StarCraft English commentary. We are going to be possibly witnessing the Legend of the Fall coming early this fall. We have just started to, get into the fall here, but if Bisu wins today against Soma, then Legend of the Fall will be confirmed, and that is going to be something very interesting, very terrifying for some of us because we don't like to have a mirror matchup in the finals, right? But let's see how these two players could be duking it out here, and the stakes are very high. Once again, the girls with the phone on their laps are not really the way to go to the studio. If you're gonna go to the studio, don't bring your phone. Leave it home, and definitely not leave it on your lap. Soma versus Bisu. The first map is going to be Radeon. Interesting. And another guy cheering for Tastosis. I'm sick of seeing these people all cheering for Tastosis. If I see another person who's cheering for Tastosis, I'm gonna shoot him or her from across the globe here with my ejaculative mana. Anyways, what are we seeing here? This is going to be Radeon. So Bisu is not going to be going for 12 Nexus. The two players are very much closely located on the map, so it's going to be tricky. And Gateway first, very standard Bisu procedure. He is a surgeon, he is an executioner, he's a specificist, right? He is very detailed about what he wants to do. And of course, Gateway first will give him that great opening. By the way, let me just quickly show you the map stats. So here the map stats for Protoss versus Zerg overall. And I'll just quickly tell you the order of the map. So today we're going to be having the potentially 7 maps. The first map was Radeon, picked by Bisu. Dominator, picked by Soma. Metropolis, picked by Bisu. Polestar, picked by Soma. Roaring Current, picked by Bisu, but it was not the first map to be picked. It was number 5. Knocked Out, picked by Soma. And Litmus is the final neutral map. Very interesting that Litmus was not picked by Soma. I almost imagine that he need to be picking Litmus as much as soon as possible. Maybe he doesn't. He's prepared something on the other maps. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. These pro gamers have a very strange way of thinking. Anyways, we are seeing Soma coming up with early Zerglings here, and Bisu will see it. The Zerglings have started to leave the area. They were trying to block. Bisu can see. Bisu has seen. Bisu has seen, and Bisu has reacted, and Bisu has moved. Everything that Bisu touches becomes gold. Everyone that Bisu sees become a saint, and everyone that Bisu plays against, I guess, would just become a martyr. Right? What is what? How do you say the word martyr? Martyr. I think martyr is the right word. Anyways, 4 zoning coming across the map from Japje. This is Soma's nickname Japje, and Bisu's name is Takshin. His nickname is Takshin. Let's see how Takshin will respond here. Remember that insane game between Bisu and that other Zerg player? I forgot already. Who was that? Who was that crazy game between Bisu and wait, hold on! I've completely forgot. I have a blank in my head already, guys. What was that amazing game? I even did a react video on it. But I already forgot what that game is. Never mind. I'm sure it will come back to me. We can never have amnesia when Bisu is playing, right? Because Bisu is so handsome. It will always comes back. Was it Queen? No, it was not Queen. It was Lava. That's right, Lava and Bisu. With the missing lurker on inside the Overlord. Like Bisu goes for the core first. This is interesting and very ballsy. He will try to block, and of course the Zealots have returned, so there's gonna be no chance. And on this other map, looks like we're gonna be having Lair and additional hatcheries. So I guess I would just start right off the bat by giving you some nice information. Well, what can I tell you? I'm just gonna give you the elo stats. This is not that much difference compared to yesterday's elo stats, but there has been some changes. So Bisu is currently number 7 on the ranking, and Soma is number 5. Snow has shot up to number 4, and Barax has been topped off the chart. He's no longer in the top 10. And in the last 30 days, here are the win rates for the various players, or whatever, whatever. Here they are. So Bisu against Zerg is 60% win rate. He's been playing a lot of games. Soma against Protoss is not bad. It's quite strong. 69% win rate. He is a ZVP specialist. Definitely a ZVP specialist. Let's see how he's going to be performing. Let me also remind you, here are the accomplishments by rounds of the ASLs of these players. So out of the last, 19? Okay, so maybe 20. Yeah, no, 19. I'm not going to count Vant ASL here. Van is ASL Season 0, I won't count it, but Bisu has been in 13 round of 16, round of 24, and 12 round of 16, 7 quarterfinals, 3 semis, but he has not yet been in a final. The last time he was in a final was in Vant. That was a long time ago. But he was in a third place match once. And guess who he played against? Soma. That series is quite nice as well. Season 13 of ASL. So if there ever was the end of this series before the 7 games have been exhausted, I will show you that game as a spoiler feeder, a spoiler video. So go ahead and check out that nice series between Bisu and, oh my god, that probe would die to Zerling with speed. So anyways, Bisu's ASL scores is standing around 5,600, and as for Japje, Soma is 3,900. Of course, Soma has been kind of missing from the ASL because of his, his military status. So that's not a big deal. And here is for all of you Legends of the Fall conspiracy theorists or whoever is interested in that. We have 19 seasons of ASL already, not counting Vant. And out of that, Zerg and Terran have both won 8 each. Wow, can you imagine that Soki has contributed 4 to those 8 and Flash has contributed 4 and no one else? We need new phases, right? And Protoss has only contributed 3. So that's very interesting. Of course, Soma has not won an ASL. Bisu has not won an ASL. Neither has Barracks nor Snow. So we will have a new ASL champion soon. That's very refreshing. Okay, some Zealot gets strapped here. Bisu's not reacting in time. He will lose at least one Zealot. He might lose more, and one Zerling died. I think all of the Corsairs have survived, though, so that's good. And we are going to be seeing only one cannon in the main. Bisu's going to save the rest of his Corsairs, of course. The APM level Bisu is very high, but look at what Soma is putting on the show for us here. He's gonna send, I think it looks to be about 7 or 8 mutinies moving across the map, and some Sunkas getting made. So he's inviting enemy to a base raid. Bisu only made one cannon, not more, only one cannon. And how many Corsairs does he have? He's got about 4 only. He's gonna have to hold position. As soon as he Nimidos reaches, he actually put a C and make additional cannon. Only 4 Meteors here. The Corsairs is gonna try to dive. We need to go for the Scourges. Bisu's not attacking the Scourges. He loses. How many Corsairs he loses? 1. But at the last minute, he's able to get a few more. No, looks like Bisu will lose his last Corsair. And looks like Scourges are waiting already for the next Corsair. Probes are not running away. Do we have a Dragoons? We're going to be having a Zealot counter-attack from Bisu, but it's not going to be successful because Sunkans have been made already somewhere on this map. Bisu's trying to dance around. He loses yet another Corsair, but some Scourges were attacked during this business as well, so that's going to be interesting. Another cannon's going to get made. Zealot with Leg has completed. Only one Sunken. Only one Sunken is not enough here. Bisu need to move the Zealot across the drones and get into the main or something like that. One of the Meeches is attacking nicely. The rest of the Zerg is actually out of position. Zealot's attacking nicely here, and Bisu has cleared a lot of forces. Need to actually get inside the main as soon as possible. He's trying to go to work on the Sunken, but it's not actually what he wants to be doing, and there's some Dragoons coming out. So I guess this attack will fail. Bisu cannot even get the Sunken destroyed. I think the Sunken might live, but the Sunken is gone. The Sunken is gone. We have 2 Dragoons. He's trying to clear out as many Scourges as possible. He's doing the best he can, Bisu. But without Corsairs, very hard. And Bisu's going to get forced to pull his units back here. The other Zealot's doing a lot of damage supply-wise. Bisu is 45 and Soma's 49. Bisu's got 2 Corsairs now, which is not bad. He will make additional gateways, additional Dragoons. The Nexus is about to fall, though. It's going to be interesting. Can Bisu slip something out? Maybe another Zealot to attack. Now we have 3 Dragoons, and looks like the Corsairs is going to be super careful. There's one very damaged Dragoon. The Corsairs are trying to dance back here, and the Dragoons are trying to target some of the weak Corsairs. Another Corsair has come out. It gets sniped right away. But looks like at the last minute, how many Mutants come out? There's so many Mutants. There are so many Mutants, and the Corsairs are trying very hard to engage, but that last Dragoons before we might see GG from Bisu very soon. Bisu gets one of the last mutually destroyed here, and he's playing with just a single Nexus, not very good. And there Dragoons coming out. What about Dragoon range? I think he might have been invested in Dragoon range, and there's another Corsair. Not bad, but those Dragoons are getting hurt bad. The Corsair is going to try to dance around. He's going to try to do the moving shot, but it's not possible. I don't understand how this works. And he loses another Corsairs. He loses maybe another one, and the Scourges are so cheap to be made here. And Bisu could not make enough. He might GG soon. Bisu down to 44 supply and Soma 61. This will make the series very interesting for all of us to watch here. Another hit was on the Corsairs. Now Bisu is going to have another Dragoons, but behind this, I mean, there's going to be massive, I think, massive Hydras, right, waiting for the next part of the game. The Corsairs doing good damages, but it's not enough. And at the last minute, I think it is going to be Soma who wins. Bisu has refused to GG. He's still dancing around, but it's not going to be successful. Nice timing attack from Bisu, of course. This is going to make things very interesting because I have hope in Bisu. I think Bisu will still have a chance to win at some point in the future. But yeah, the drone saturation from Soma is very, very good. Do we have any additional Scourges? I don't see them on the map. It looks like one probe is going to get sniped. The Corsairs is going to have to pull back. This Dragoons need to pull back as well. The Corsairs are doing good splash damage though. And Bisu, after losing his Nexus, is going to play on. It's interesting. He will play on. He doesn't have much in the way of, you know, units or supply or technologies or whatever. But he's going to try to come in here and re-expand. He's going to try to hold. But I mean, now it's a snowball effect, right? Because I'm quite sure. Okay, cannon's getting made first. This is interesting. The courses are going to be trying to be waiting for some time, and we're going to be having 7 Mutas. There are 4 Dragoons. One is very damaged. He's going to pull back. And now we have 4 Dragoons and 2 Corsairs. It's not bad. The Corsairs need to actually, and the cannon's going to get sniped. He's not going to have to cancel the cannons. He is not canceling it. He takes a few more hits. Do we have Scourges coming from the backside? We might have it. And Bisu, for some strange reason, believes he can actually still win. Now we're going to be seeing Scourges because actually the number, okay, the cannon might be blocking the Nexus. No, it doesn't block because if it blocks on Bisu is what? Okay, I guess is he making another cannon? Oh my god! He's making a Namcraft mistake and the cannons will need to cancel itself now. The cannon needs to cancel itself. And that cannon was just for fun. And why can't he do the moving shot? I mean, I thought it's supposed to be very easy to do the moving shot, but it's not. It doesn't seem like it's that easy. As you can see, the courses are dancing around, but it takes a lot of hits. And why does it make he make something like a, you know, like a battery? A battery would be great. And now, how many courses do we have? We have another one, and another one joins. So 5 courses is good, but the Nexus is taking way too much damage. You need to pay attention to the Nexus. Okay, he was able to save the Nexus. He was able to name this Nexus, and there's gonna be a lot of Hydras coming out. Bisu is doing the dancing, which is gonna be very good here. But I think that Stargate will fall. That Stargate is very close to falling. He's trying to dance around. He looks like Bisu is trying the best possible he can. But this is like 5 minutes of pure agony. This is so insane to watch, and that's gonna be the last attack. And Bisu might type GG as soon as he loses the last Corsairs. He's got how many Corsairs remaining? All of those Mutas are so damaged, but not able to finish because you don't have Splash. If he's got splash damage, it would be a different story here, but he doesn't have splash damage. Dragoons are trying very hard to attack it. The Corsair building is gonna fall. The Corsair building is very close to falling. It will fall, it will fall. Do we have another Corsair coming out? And there's a last Corsair coming out. That Stargate has been saved. The Stargate has been saved, but look at the number of Hydras. So high, Soma leading by a whooping 40 supply, and a lot of forces are coming across the map. I think Bisu is gonna send a Zealot out. And he's made a cannon in the main, but he needs to cannon on the front. And there's a Zealot seeing the amount of Zerlings and Hydras. He's gonna try to drive them back here and buy some time, but he's gonna type GG the moment the Hydras start to attack. And there it is, GG. Maybe not so climatic, but that is a good start to a great series ahead. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.